Hello and welcome to ARTI'VIEW by ARCHES Papers. I'm Chloe Baker and I'm about to get in touch with Kimberly Roush. Hello! Kimberly Roush, delighted to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm honored to be here, talking to you.
All the way over there. I'm in Paris. Where are you?
I am in the Wasatch Mountains in Utah, Park City, Utah.
So tell me about your workspace.
I have a studio in my home. I prefer to work in the field. I love painting birds from life. I can't always capture what I'm after in the field, so I end up doing a lot of work in the studio from photos that I've taken in the field.
Which techniques do you use?
I actually, when I paint in watercolor, I use a broad range of techniques. So I vary my strokes depending on what the image calls for. A lot of wet and wet in the background. I came from oil painting where I loved dragging the strokes over the surface of the canvas. So that's why I've always loved the rough surface of ARCHES, because I can do that. But I've also, working in watercolor, developed a lot of other techniques of, grading washes. So I use a wide variety of mark making when I am painting an image.
In a few words, how would you describe your art?
I generally think of my work as being painterly or gestural, while simultaneously striving to paint the atmosphere and the light and the form of the image that I'm working on.
To move on to inspiration, what are the subjects that most inspire you?
I am most inspired painting birds, and I find that I love their elegance. There's a sense of intimacy about being around them and in their environment, and I love the wildness. I love getting out into the wild and participating in the wild, and birds kind of pull you into that wildness and out of the focus on humanity.
Who would be the greatest artist of all time?
I couldn't choose just one. I don't think there's just one great artist. Many artists have brilliant talent and vision, so I really couldn't narrow it down to one. I have some that inspire me, but
such as?
Monet keeps popping up from, different periods in my life, mostly for his incredible layers of colors that he captures in his process of attempting to capture the light.
So tell us about a key turning point in your career.
It was when I saw a painting of Robert Bateman's, I think it was an eagle, but I just had never connected that I could paint wildlife or birds in combination with my love as art. And I'd been doing art since I was a little girl.
So what was your first contact with ARCHES paper?
My first memory is about 2000, when I was starting to work in egg tempera. I remember doing some exploring using egg tempera on paper, and I remember using a 400-pound ARCHES paper to do that.
How would you sum up ARCHES paper in a nutshell?
Unrivaled.
If you had to go to a desert island for an indefinite period of time, what would you bring? What would you pack?
I would be thrilled to be on a desert island, and I would take my bathing suit, and because I'm assuming there's going to be birds, I am going to bring a scope and paint and paper, and I would be thrilled because I'd be painting shorebirds and oceanic birds. So you could just leave me there.
Kimberly Roush, thank you so much for joining us for this ARTI'VIEW. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. It's been an honor, and it has been fun.
Merci beaucoup. Bye bye.
Au revoir.